So good morning children. Yesterday we started surds concept. Once we have to recap what we have discussed yesterday. Okay, surd. What is a surd? If a number in the form of this, here n is greater than 1 and n belongs to positive integers, you have to take, and this is called order. This is called order of surd. And next one, a is a positive rational number and a is not power of n of any rational number. A is not power of any not power of n of any rational number. So that means, say for example, if n equal to 2 and a should not be perfect square. A should not be perfect square. Perfect square. That means, say for example, if it is square root of 4, then it will be root 2. It is not a surd. It is not a surd. So a is not the power of n of any rational number. So next one, this a is called radicand, and this symbol is called radical sign. Radical sign, and you have to call it as nth root of a. Actually, if n equal to 2, we have a name square root 2. If n equal to 3, we have to call it as cube root. And other than 2 and 3, remaining we have to call it with their names only. If it is fourth root of 5th, fifth root of 6th, sixth root of, we have to call it as. And n is not equal to 1. So n should greater than 1. Okay. And by default order, should be, by default order is 2. That means if there is no order, then we have to consider it as 2. Okay. So this is the definition of surd or radicand. Okay. So next, and which type of numbers are called as surds? Surds is nothing but rational numbers, irrational numbers only. So the point number 1. So square root of non-perfect squares. Non-perfect squares are surds only. Say for example, root 2, root 3, root 5, root 4 you should not take away because it is the square root of 4 is equal to 2. Root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 10. Root 10 also perfect square, so you cannot do. Similarly, these all are called considered as surds. Next one, cube root of non-perfect cubes. Non-perfect cubes also called considered as surds only. That means cube root of 2, cube root of 3, cube root of 4, cube root of 5, cube root of 6, cube root of 7, cube root of 8. 8 is a perfect cube. So cube root of 8 is a rational number. So cube root of 9, cube root of 10. Similarly, these all numbers are also surds only. That means irrational numbers only. Not only that, and if a is not power of order, that all type of numbers are also considered as surds only. Say for example, cube root of fourth root of 5. 5 you cannot write the power of the 4, so it is a surd. And fifth root of 27. 27 you cannot write the power of 5, so this is also surd. And this type of numbers are all surds. So square root of non-perfect squares, these all are surds. Cube root of non-perfect cubes, these all are surds. And a is not the power of order, that all type of powers are called as surds. And so for example, nth root of a, we can also write as a to the power of 1 by n. The meaning of this is nth root of a equal to a to the power of 1 by n. Example, square for example, root 3 is there, we can write it as 3 to the power of 1 by 2. Next one, cube root of 7 is there. We can write it as 7 to the power of 1 by 3. And fourth root of some 9 is there. We can write 9 to the power of 1 by 4. And 100th root of some 10 is there. We can write this 10 to the power of 1 by 100. This is the way you have to write it. We can write sort into exponential form. How to write exponential form? This is the way you have to write exponential form. Okay, see. Next, we are going to discuss operations of surds. Operations of surds. So in operations of surds, we have 4 basic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. First, I am going to discuss about addition. So how to do addition? So for this addition, we have to consider only similar surds only. And yesterday we discussed what are the meaning of similar surds. Once I will explain what is the meaning of the similar surds. So the meaning of similar surds simply, so 3 into 3 root 7, comma 5 root 7, comma 8 root 7, comma 9 root 7. So what do you observe in these surds? Actually, this is 3 root 7, 5 root 7, 8 root 7, 9 root 7. Root 7, root 7, root 7, root 7. So the surd is the same surd and it is the same radicand and same order. So these type of surds are called similar surds. So 3, 5, 8, 9 are called coefficients. So it may be any numbers, but the surds are, the surd part should be the same and same order and same radicand should be. Then that type of surds are called like surds or similar surds. And to do addition, we have to follow one rule. 2 rules we have to follow. The first rule number 1, we can add only similar surds. Similar surds. This is point number 1. Second number, dissimilar surds. Dissimilar surds. We cannot add. We cannot add. These 2 points you have to keep in mind. And before going to addition in surds, first I am going to discuss the addition in algebra and how we are going to how we have done in algebra addition in surds addition. These 2 are similar. And algebra also only similar surds you can add. Dissimilar surds you cannot add. So sorry, similar like terms only we can add. Yes or no? Like terms can add. Here similar surds only can add. Similar surds can add. Say for example, 3x plus 4x plus 9x is it. So what is the meaning of doing addition of in algebra? We have to add these coefficients 3 plus 4 plus 9 and you have to write the variable same as it is. So 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 9, 16x. Yes sir, the only coefficients we have to add and we have to write the same variable. Similarly, here 3 root 2 plus 4 root 2 plus 9 root 2. The same thing we have to do here. 3 plus 4 plus 9 root 2. That means 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 9, 16 root 2. So only we have to add the coefficients. But we have to think before going to addition, root these 2 are similar, these all are similar sets of amount we have to check. If they are dissimilar sets, you cannot add. Say for example, 3x plus 4y. If you do addition, what will we get? So 3x plus 4y answer. 3x plus 4y we cannot add. Why? Because these are unlike terms. So we cannot add. We cannot add here. Why? Because unlike terms. Unlike terms. And come to here. 5 root 2 plus 7 root 5 is it. What is the addition? How to do addition? What is the answer if you do addition? This is root 2 and this is root 5. These are dissimilar sets. Dissimilar sets. Dissimilar sets we cannot add in. We cannot add in. So this is the way you have to do addition. I'm repeating one more time. In addition, we can add only similar sets. Dissimilar sets we cannot add it. Actually, in algebra, how we are adding? In sets also we have to add it. In algebra, like terms we can add, and in sets, similar sets we can add. And say for example, this is a 3x plus 4x plus 9x is algebra addition. The addition means nothing but the sum of the coefficients. 3 plus 4 plus 9. So 16x. 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 9 16x. Similarly, 3 root 2 plus 4 root 2 plus 9 root 2. Before going to do addition, you have to make sure these all of the similar sets are not done. Yes, similar sets. Then you can add the coefficients. 3 plus 4 plus 9, 16 root 2. And coming to here, 3x plus 4y, is it possible to add here? No, we cannot add here. Why? Because these two terms are unlike terms. But now coming to here, 5 root 2 plus 7 root 5. Is it possible to add here? No, these are dissimilar sets. That's root 2 and root 5 are the dissimilar sets. Then we can add. So this is the way you have to add one. We have to add it. Coming to the subtraction. In subtraction, the same rules we have to apply. We can subtract only. We can subtract only similar sets. Dissimilar sets we cannot subtract. So coming to the algebra, like terms can subtract. So coming to, I will explain with one example here. And addition and subtraction follows same rules. Addition and subtraction you can follow same rules. So yeah, like terms can subtract too. That means so 5x minus 3x. These two are like terms. So we can subtract it. How to subtract 5 minus 3x? That is equal to 2x. Similarly, 5 root 2 minus 3 root 2. First you have to make these are similar sets. Yes, similar sets. Then 5 minus 3 root 2. That means 5 minus 3 is 2 root 2. This is the way you have to do subtraction. So for example, minus 7x plus 3x is there. How to do addition? Minus 7x plus 3x is minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4x. Similarly, minus 7 root 2 plus 3 root 2 is there. Say for example, similar sets. Minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4 root 2. So this is the way we have to do subtraction. Subtraction, we can subtract only similar sets. Dissimilar sets we can have to subtract. Okay. In algebra, like terms only we can subtract. In sets, similar sets only we can subtract. We can subtract. So see, 5x minus 3x, these two are like terms. So 5 minus 3, that means coefficients only we have to subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2x. And 5 root 2 minus 2 root 2, similar sets only. And 5 minus 3 is 2 root 2. And say for example, another example, minus 7x plus 3x. Minus 7 plus 3, we have to write as minus 4. In actually integer addition. In integer addition, the big number sign we have to write it. So minus 7x plus 3x, it will become minus 4x. Similarly, minus 7 root 2 plus 3 root 2, minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4 root 2. And this is the way you have to do subtraction. Now we are going to move multiplication. Now multiplication. In multiplication, here also condition. The first condition is, so to multiply two or more sets, they should have same order. They should have same order. So to multiply two or more sets, they should have same order. Okay. If order is not same, if order is not same, we cannot multiply. We cannot multiply. Okay. See how. One formula we have to write. Root A into root B is equal to root AB. This is the formula. Otherwise, root AB is equal to, you can write as root A into root B. These two formula, this is one formula only. The second time I wrote in reverse order. By using this formula, only the to multiply two or more sets, they should have the same order. They may or may not be same, the similar sets or different, so whatever the sets it may be. But order should be same. Say for example, root 7 into root 10 is there. We can multiply. Before going to multiply, what you have to say is are they same or not? Root 7, root 10, yes, root 1, root 7. So now you can multiply root 7 into 10 is equal to root 17. Say for example, root 5 is there into cube root of some 4 is there. Is it possible to do multiplication here? No, it is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because the orders are different. Here the order is 2 and here the order is 3. So if the order is not same, we cannot multiply. If order is same, then we can multiply. Multiplication is simple. Root A into root B equal to root AB. Otherwise, root AB you can write as root A into root B. Division. So, division, to divide two sets, they should have same order. And what are the rules we followed in multiplication? The same rules we are going to follow in case of division also. If order is not same, we cannot divide. So, for this also we have one rule. Root A by root B is equal to root A by B. Or you can write it as nth root of A by nth root of B. Order should be same. Then you can write nth root of A by B. The same you can write as root A by B. You can write it as root A by root B. Or you can write as nth root of A by B is equal to nth root of A by nth root of B. So this is the division rule. So for example, we will do root 10 by root 2 is there. So order is same, then we can add root 10 by 2 is equal to root 5. So for example, root 5 and cube root of 7 is there. Is it possible to divide? No, it is not possible. Why? Orders are not same. So if order is not same, we cannot divide. So for division, order should be the same, and for multiplication, order should be the same. In multiplication and division, no need of the two thirds are similar. If decimals also we can multiply, but the condition here is the order should be same. Okay, for addition and subtraction, they should be similar thirds, and for multiplication and division, the order should be same. These 2 points are important. These are the identities of thirds. Identities is nothing but formula. Identities means this is true for all the values of A and B. So they are called identities. In algebra also we have identities, and here also we have identities. So root AB equal to root A into root B. And root A by B equal to root A by root B, where is B is not equal to 0. Why it is B not equal to 0? If B is equal to 0, the value is undefined. Next one, root A plus root B into root A minus root B. Here A plus B into A minus B formula. A square minus B square, and root A square minus root B square root gets cancelled. Why? Because the power and order is same, then they both gets cancelled. Next one, A plus root B into A minus root B. Here also is A plus B into A minus B formula. A square minus B square, but A is not having any root, so it is A square, and B having root, but root B whole square, square and root gets cancelled, and A square minus B, and root A plus root B whole square, A plus B whole square, a square, that means root a square, square root gets cancelled, plus root b square, square and root gets cancelled, and 2 root ab. So root a and root b is root ab. Next, coming to the square root of a plus b plus 2 root ab, we can write root a plus root b. Root a plus b plus 2 root ab we can write as root a plus root b. Simply, if you observe, a plus b plus 2 root ab is root a plus root b whole square. The square and root gets cancelled, we will get root a plus root b. And root a plus root b into root c plus root b. How to do multiplication? Simple, root a into root c, root ac, root a into root d, root ad, plus root b into root c, root bc, root b into root d, root bd. And these are the formula we have to use to do solving the questions given in exercise. Definition is conjugate of surd. So what is the conjugate of surd? The surds, the two surds of the form a plus root b and a minus root b. Here observe, a and root b are same, but only the sign between the two numbers only different. Opposite sign. A plus root b and a minus root b are called conjugate surds. Why they are called conjugate surds? Here each surd is called the conjugate of other. That means a plus root b is conjugate of a minus root b and a minus root b is conjugate of a plus root b. That means the sum and product of conjugate surds are a rational number. So for example, I am taking one example. So for example, 5 plus root 7 is there, and what is the conjugate? Conjugate is nothing but 5 minus root 7. Sum and product of the conjugate surds are rational numbers. Let us check. Add 5 plus root 7 plus 5 minus root 7. And plus root 7 minus root 7 gets cancelled. 5 plus 5, 10, which is a rational number. So do multiplication. 5 plus root 7 into 5 minus root 7. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Similarly, 5 plus root 7 into 5 minus root 7, you can write as 5 square minus root 7 whole square. 5 square is 25. And square root gets cancelled. Why? Because the order and power are same, then both get cancelled. So answer is 25 minus 7. 25 minus 7, I think it is 18. 18 is the answer. So the sum and product of conjugate surds are rational numbers. And how to write conjugate? Simply change the sign. If it is plus, change minus. Only the sign between the two numbers only we have to change. Not before one, not after one. Okay. And between the numbers signs one we have to change. And if you do addition of the two conjugates, you will get a rational number. And if you do multiplication of two conjugates, also you will get the rational number. Okay. This is the definition of conjugate of surd. Coming to the rationalizing factor, if a product of two surds is rational number, then each of them is called a rationalizing factor. So for example, I am taking an example. So root 3 is there. I am multiplying with 2 root 3. So if you do multiply 1 into 2 to root 3 into root 3 whole square, the square root gets cancelled. 2 into 3 equal to 6. Yes, sir, the product of two surds is a rational number, then each of them is called rationalizing factor. So this is the rationalizing factor. Say for example, root 3 plus root 7 is there. So what is the rationalizing factor? It's conjugate. Root 3 minus root 7. So then a plus b into a minus, if I apply root 3 whole square minus root 7 whole square and square root gets cancelled, then 3 minus 7 is equal to minus 4. Yes sir, which is a rational number. So the two surds is the product of two surds is rational number, then each of them is called the rationalizing factor. So for root 3, not only 2 root 3, you can multiply 3 root 3, 4 root 3, 5 root 3, 6 root 3, 7 root 3, infinite multiples of root 3 we can multiply, so that you will get a rational number. So the rationalizing factor is not unique, we have infinite. And for these type of surds, conjugates are called rationalizing factors. And one important point, every conjugate surd is a rationalizing factor, but converse may not be same. That means every conjugate surd is a rationalizing factor, but every converse need not be true. Means what? Every conjugate surd is rational, but every rationalizing factor may or may not be conjugate surd. Why? Because if it is 2 root 3 is a rationalizing factor, but it is not the conjugate surd. Okay. So that is the thing.
this is a rationalizing factor concept. This is very important for rationalizing the denominator. So whenever in denominator it is a rational number, irrational number is there, we have to make it as a rationalized. That is called rationalizing. The process of converting irrational numbers into the rational numbers, then it is the process is called rationalizing. So for that purpose we need rationalizing factors. It's very important concept in calculations.
So now pure surd versus mixed surd. So first of all, what is the meaning of pure surd and what is the meaning of mixed surd? So pure surd means root 18 is the pure surd. That means we doesn't have any coefficients. Every number radicand is all simply that every number inside the root 2. And mixed surd we can write as 3 root 2 is called mixed surd. That means it having coefficient. It having coefficient. This is called a mixed surd. But there is no coefficient, that is called a pure surd. So converting into pure surd into mixed surd and mixed surd into pure surd, this is one of the important. How to convert? Converting pure surd into mixed surd. So in calculation, this is very important. Simply, say for example, root 18 is there. So this root 18 we have to write the product of a perfect square. If it is square root, then product of perfect square. If it is cube root, it should be perfect cube. If it is fourth root, then any number we can write to the power of 4. That number's multiplication we have to write. So 2 into 9. So we can write it as root 2 into root 9. Root 9 value is 3 root 2. So do you know how root 9 value will get to 2 root 2? Root 9 you can write as root 2 3 square. So actually what is the root meaning of root 3 square? Whole to the power of root means 1 by 2. So 3 to the power of 2 into 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled, we will get 3. So that root 9 is equal to. This is a process behind how a root 9, a perfect square, will become a rational number. Root 9 is equal to root 3 square into 3 square into root 5. Say for example, root 2 50 is there. So you can write it as 2 into 25. Similarly, root 2 into root 25. So root 2 into 5, you can write it as 5 root 2. But it is not possible for each and every pure surd. The pure surds, which we can write the product of a perfect square, if it is a order is 2. The product of a perfect cube if the order is 3. So say for example, if you take root 28, so 28 we cannot write any perfect square. So the product of the perfect square. So this we cannot convert into mixed surd. Only this type of possibilities, root 18, root 50, that type of possibilities only we can convert it to pure surd into mixed surd. Okay, then root 50, yes, already discussed. Root 27, yes, we can do it because we can write 9 into 3. We can write root 9 into root 3. So 3 root 3. Here the important point, the which numbers inside the radicands, which are radicands, if you can write the product of a perfect square, if the order is 2, then only we can convert it to the mixed surd. If whenever it is not possible to write the product of a perfect square, it is not possible to convert into mixed surd. That is very important. Now I will explain how to convert mixed surd into the pure surd. Now converting mixed surd into pure surd. Converting mixed surd into pure surd. So how to convert a mixed surd into pure surd? Say for example, 2 root 2 5 is there. Okay. So to convert, what is the order? Order n equal to 2. So we have to write as square root of 2 square into root 5. So whatever the order, that power you have to take and you have to take the same radical sign.
So now we can write it as root 2 square is 4 into root 5. If order is same, we can do multiplication. Root 4 into 5. So we can write as root 2. Okay. Say for example, 3 into cube root of 5 is there. Okay. So now what I have to do, this is cube root. Whenever cube root we are taking, and 3 power 3 we have to take. Why? Because whatever the other, the same power you have to take. Into cube root of 5, right, as it is. Now order is same, we can do multiplication. Cube root of 3 cube is nothing but 27 into cube root of 5. Now cube root of 27 into 5 and do multiplication. 27 5s are 5, 7s are 35, 5 2s are 10 plus 3, 135. So we can write as cube root of 135. And every mixed side we can convert it to the cube side. And we can take one more example. Say for example, 2 into 4th root of 7 is there. Okay, 2 into 4th root of 7. So how to do? First 4th root we have to take, and 2 power 4th root we are taking, so 4th power we have to take into 4th root of 7, and 4th root of 2 power 4 is nothing but 16 into 4th root of 7, then 4th root of 7 16s are 7 6 6 42 112 112 we can add, and we can 4th root of 112. So this is the way you have to convert mixed side into the cube side. Cube side versus mixed side, and every mixed side we can convert it to the pure side, but all pure sides may or may not be converted to the mixed side. The possibility only you can write, that possibilities only you can do it. So this is very important concept, and the concepts completed, and in tomorrow's class I will start exercise and I will explain the questions, and we have to solve some worksheets related to that. Thank you.